no on Prop 50. Join me in voting no and mailing your ballot today. I just got the latest numbers in. Gavin Newsom's Prop 50 power grab is winning by 1% in the early turnout numbers. That means those that are likely to support it have gotten their ballots in. I'm urging you to vote your ballot today and put it in the mail today. That's why I'm voting my ballot right now. No on.
We got to talk about Gavin Newsom or Newsom in California, where they have Prop 50, okay, which, long story short, it will basically allow Gavin Newsom to jerry-rig or gerrymander his state to add about 5 more Democrat seats in the state of California. And it's receiving a lot of opposition, as you heard there, to the point where he may be only in the lead by 1%. And I got a clip here that I want to show you guys, as well as some clips afterwards. So make sure you stick around, because you're not going to want to miss this. Because, of course, Democrats are up to their typical shenanigans. Now, of course, they'll all claim that everything's on the up and up. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. So stick around. I got some clips I want to show you. But before we get to that, I want to show you guys this story here. Let's dive in.
We can stop Trump cold.
It's the governor versus the governator in California TV ads.
Vote no on Proposition 50.
Voting is already underway.
In a battle that will largely redefine Governor Gavin Newsom's future and former Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger's legacy.
California will be very unique and very independent.
In 2010, 61% of California voters agreed with then-Governor Schwarzenegger and created an independent citizen commission to draw California's congressional lines, taking that power away from politicians.
We must terminate gerrymandering.
Ever since, Schwarzenegger has traveled the country, asking other states to do the same. This year, Texas Republicans went a different way, redrawing their districts mid-decade, hoping to add 5 more Republican seats to the U.S. House.
They fired the first shot, Texas.
Governor Newsom is now asking California voters to approve Proposition 50, which would replace the congressional map drawn by the state's Independent Redistricting Commission with this map drawn by Democrats that seeks to add 5 Democratic House seats.
This is a scam.
Schwarzenegger's only TV interview on this topic was with CNN in September, after posting this to social media: F the politicians, terminate gerrymandering.
It's a big mistake. 2 wrongs don't make a right. It's that simple.
Were you able to convince him?
No, I wasn't looking to convince him.
In this August interview with Fox 11 Los Angeles, I was first to report about a meeting this summer between Newsom and Schwarzenegger talking Prop 50.
I want him to know that we're maintaining it. And I also want him to know if we are not successful with this, there'll be no independent redistricting in this country.
He says that it is temporary. You don't buy what Governor Newsom's saying?
Of course not. Look, I've sat there in Sacramento.
Facts. We all know if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. We've seen it time and time again. Once you give these folks an inch, they will take the whole mile. I mean, this is facts, you know? So, yeah, absolutely not. They say it's temporary. No. It is not. Because the next time, it's going to be, oh my goodness, it's another emergency. It's going to be the same old shenanigans over and over again. And then eventually it'll be like, well, why do we even have this? You know? So, nah. He's lying.
I've listened to the politicians for 7 years. They are not interested in giving any power to the people.
What are the stakes of Prop 50?
Yeah, I mean, the stakes are enormous.
Ron Brownstein is a longtime California political watcher. He says Prop 50 passing could boost Democrat chances to win back the House in 26, and Newsom's potential pursuit of the Democratic presidential nomination in 28.
Democratic voters see him as not only being willing, but able to push back against Trump.
These are the 5 Republican members of the House who Democrats are targeting with the new map. Among them, Ken Calvert, a congressmember from California's Inland Empire since 1993.
We're in the city of Corona, which is now represented by Calvert. And Republicans we talked to here are not thrilled at the possibility of being represented by a Democrat.
As a Republican, I don't like that. And it would be the same. I mean, if I were a Democrat, I would want my district to represent me.
No, it's absolutely no. And I have a big sign on my yard.
We find a different view in Venice Beach, one of the most democratic areas in the state.
I want somewhere where we have a little bit more balance.
I'm very much against gerrymandering. And yet, what are we to do when they've locked up the Supreme Court?
We can't sit back and talk nicely. We've got to roll up our sleeves and fight. So yes on Prop 50.
Newsom and Schwarzenegger both told me that they still have a cordial, respectful relationship. They just have a disagreement on this particular issue. California voters have until November 4th to either return their ballot at spots like this or vote in person.
November 4th. California residents, November 4th. All right. Oh, man. What a shame. Now, as you heard there in that clip, Gavin Newsom's career, because we all know he wants to run for president, which, goodness gracious, he just gives me, and I think I said this to you guys before, he just gives me like evil villain vibes, you know, like he just screams evil villain, you know, like he'd be the evil villain in the movie. Okay, does anybody feel that from Gavin Newsom? Let me know in the comments. But I get that feeling, you know, like chameleon, slime, you know. Ugh. His political career, this is gonna weigh a lot on it. I mean, I think his political career should have already been over based upon how California has been run. But we ain't got to get into that topic, how he went from a budget surplus to now a budget deficit. And we ain't got to get into that. We could save that. We could talk about that on the second channel, Extra Rich. And if you're not subscribed over there, go and subscribe. But he's in so much trouble that he went and called on Barack Obama. Check it out.
California, the whole nation is counting on you. Democracy is on the ballot November 4th. Republicans want to steal enough seats in Congress to rig the next election and wield unchecked power for 2 more years. With Prop 50, you can stop Republicans in their tracks. Prop 50 puts our elections back on a level playing field, preserves independent redistricting over the long term, and lets the people decide. Return your ballot today. Vote yes on 50.
Yeah. Went and got Barack Obama, you know, the guy who just pissed off a lot of people in this past election in 2024, to go out and make a campaign ad for him. And also, I noticed Barack Obama lied in that clip a couple of times. One being, just because California adds 5 more seats doesn't change a whole lot. We're still on the upswing because we have Texas, we have Florida, we have Ohio, we have Indiana, we have North Carolina, we have was it Iowa? We have so many states that aren't gerrymandered to the extent that a lot of Democrat states are, that we can move around. Texas alone cancels out California, so everything beyond that is a win. So yeah, you're not canceling out anything. Okay. But also, I wanted to show you guys this, and this is what I was speaking about earlier as it pertained to Democrats doing something suspicious here. I'm going to play this clip, and you guys let me know what you think about it, all right? Check it out.
Watch this video. This is a real video of a California voter who's just received his ballot for this outrageous election rigging scheme from Gavin Newsom. And you watch what happens. It is clear that now for millions of Californians in multiple counties across our state, their vote in this election is not secret.
Vote is cast right here. Put the ballot in this way.
Secret ballots are the foundation
Interesting.
of confidence in the democratic process. If you don't have that, no one can have any confidence in it, and that's where we are today. This whole election was rushed, it was pushed through the legislature without proper scrutiny, and here's the result. Massive irregularities right across our state, multiple counties, millions of people affected. That's why I'm saying today that we need to suspend the Prop 50 election while we investigate these irregularities and fix them so we can have confidence in our elections in California, including this one. Suspend the Prop 50 election.
Now, for those of you that may be thinking, maybe that was just that guy's ballot, where the hole in the envelope perfectly lined up with a no vote on Prop 50. Well, here's someone else, okay? Here's someone else.
A no envelope. In the envelope, look at that. Look at that. They can tell exactly who voted no.
So turn it around.
Yeah.
Make sure you turn it around.
There you go. Hey.
Suspicious. And hey, listen, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. That's one thing that we have learned is that Democrats are like, if it looks like they are doing something, they probably are. Here's another clip.
If you know, and if you've received this at home already, every voter in the state, registered voter in California, was sent by mail the actual ballot, and it's a single sheet of paper. I know it's a little bit hard to see here, but it's all just the whole thing. Everything is just written on this one piece of paper. There you go, official ballot, multilingual, and it's no secret I'm against Prop 50. I vote no on Prop 50. So I have already filled out where my finger is here. That is the spot to say no on Prop 50. So then what you do is you fold the your paper, you fold it up, and then they send you along with the mailer to you is the return envelope. So if you're not voting in person, you then vote by mail, and you take the envelope and you slip the piece of paper, the ballot itself, in. And what happens is when you put it in, there's the dot. This is where you voted no. You filled in the no circle. So this area here, this is the envelope back, and you're supposed to sign in this area here, and just to confirm your signature that you're stating that you filled this out. And then there are these two holes, and these two holes probably serve the purpose for the people who are working at the Department of Elections to verify that there is something in there, in fact. But like I said, when you take your completed ballot with the no indicated and you put it in, it will slide in and it will line up perfectly. Your no indication is now visible from the outside of the envelope. So,
bingo. Democrats can just never win fair and square. To sit here and make it sound and seem as if you got so many people out here protesting Trump. No kings, F Trump. It's mighty suspicious that you have to resort to tactics like that. And make no mistake about it, I don't think that was a mistake. I don't think that was done by accident. Perfectly putting the hole right where it would line up with the no vote, so anybody and everybody can see that you voted no before they even open the envelope. You can clearly see that from the outside. I don't think that is a mistake. And you know what I think happens to those envelopes? They don't get counted. Oh, well, we misplaced. These folks can never win fair and square, man. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. What a scam. What an absolute, utter scam. Like there's literally people posting pictures of their envelopes showing the exact same thing is going on. What an absolute scam, man. They have to resort to stuff like this. And that's why I tell you guys, whenever you hear these Democrats talking about, oh my goodness, Trump's so unpopular. We had so many people. Well, Trump's going to lose, or the Republicans are going to lose. Don't believe any of it. Because if you have to resort to tactics like that, you're darn sure not winning. Especially if you have to do that in a state like California. Your party is cooked, bro. You're cooked. You can't even get your own ballot initiatives to pass without some shenanigans in the state of California. You can't even do it there. Where the state's riddled with Democrats. Top to bottom. Democrats completely run that state. And you have to resort to this? And you want me to, but also you resort to tactics like this, but also at the same time, you want me to believe that you have these massive numbers that support Democrats and not Republicans? Really? Yeah. Oh, silly rabbits. Tricks off of kids, man. Goodness gracious. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions about all of this. If you live in California, does your ballot look like this? Let me know. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.